stars or how she got them. As the telling signs of age rain down, a single tear is dropping through the valleys of an aging face that this world has forgotten.
Yo!
There is no reconciliation that will put me in my place, and there is no time like a present to drink these drained seconds.
What's up?
Seldom to these words ring true, and I'm constantly failing you. Walls that we just can't break through until it disappears. So tell me now, to stay love, and how do we get out? 'Cause I don't know. That's when she said, I don't hate you, but I just want to save you while there's still some.
Galactic Nerd, thank you for the 14 months. What's up, Dyer? What's up, Brandon Hart? Let me get it. Yo! Yo, 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 yo. Don't call me the green out guy. Don't say, hey, green out guy is live. How am I doing? I'm doing well. Teensy bit of a busy day, but sorry, there's some questions here that I simply have to answer. Like this very important question right here. Hey, Atrioc, Big A, are you and Ari gonna do the stanky leg for your first dance? No. Easy. Easy answer to that question. No, we're not. I need a hat. Might be a hat day. A lot of hat days recently. Need a haircut. So tell me now, if this ain't love, then how do we get out? Then I don't know. Wedding ruined? I'm sorry. Well, you wear the fedora at your wedding? Of course. Of course I'll wear it. Of course I'll wear it. Yeah, I was thinking to do the entire wedding in a fedora. Atrioc, do you ever refer to your penis as an atrioc? No. No. Maybe a misbranding opportunity, but it may be a little bit too... I don't think you should have a name for any genitals. I've never seen the need. Hey, Big A. Currently in Hawaii. I didn't get to read the rest of your question. I'm sure it was that you were bragging. Parents think I should watch the luau instead of you. Guess they don't have that grind set. Wait, your parents brought you to Hawaii and there's a luau going on and you've got my stream open? King shit. That's the grussel. Okay? That's the grussel. That is commitment. All right, let's see here. Let's go full yeah, let's go full undercover here. Hey, Shark, tomorrow's my 21st birthday. What should I do? Don't do what I did, which was 21 shots in Korea. Blackout completely. Push a girl into some bushes. Fall down. Vomit all over your tiny dorm. Don't do that. That was a mistake. Have you listened to Killer by Eminem? Is that the one where it is with Jack Harlow and Corday? If so, yes. It was pretty good. Do you think you'll try speedrunning Hollow Knight? No, I don't think so. I think I'll just move on to a different game. I put a lot of... for about 2-3 weeks, my stream was over half Hollow Knight, which is crazy because it's supposed to be variety. Resident Evil 8 tonight? No, probably not tonight. I'm gonna do. Here's the plan. So, have you ever heard of the concept of one for you, one for me? You guys ever heard of that concept? It's an acting concept. Actors will do one for the studio and one for themselves. Do you guys ever heard of that? I'm just wondering if you guys have ever heard of that. Well, okay, so it's like, for example, a Natalie Portman might do a big budget movie like Star Wars, and then, you know, make some money off that. And then, boom, next week, a little more of an art house film for The Craft. Okay? You guys get that? So last week I did a full-on, in-depth, scholastic Marketing Monday. This week, teacher wants to put on a movie. And so I found a Marketing Monday idea that I think is actually really fun, but it's not a serious one. It is going to be, there's a, well, I'll tell you in a bit. Well, we're just going to do it. Well, that's what we'll do. I'll just do it, and then I'm just letting you guys know it's going to be more fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun one. Okay? So that's what it is. So the one help you study was for us? Yes. Yes, it was. I don't like your tone. Yes, that was for you. Let me see if I turn his light down. I don't know what's going on. I just feel a little, let's see. That's better. I guess. I don't know. I need a fucking haircut. I don't know. Bear with me today, okay? Bear with me today. I was so fucking mauled after last night that I went and okay, actually, I got something to tell you. You guys have to promise to keep a secret. You have to promise to keep a secret. I feel like I can't trust you. Atrioc, I spent my entire summer as a 17-year-old Chad working at a dead-end job paying me $16 an hour. I have lots of sex and I have lots of time to hang out with my friends. What do you say to someone like me? Nothing. Why would our paths even cross? No, I don't even bump into 17-year-old Chads. Okay? Do what you want to do, brother. I will say, I think what you're asking for, I think I get your question now. I didn't get it. I thought you were just bragging. I think you're trying to say, as part of the Grussel mindset. Here's what I'll say, okay? Being a 17-year-old Chad making $16 an hour and having a lot of sex sounds great. It's going to be tough for you to maintain that level of sex having going into 27, 37, 47. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why eventually you might want to Grussel. Because that's all I'm saying. But at the end of the day, you sound like you're having a fun time. I wouldn't worry about it. Honestly, you're 17. What the fuck? You're having a lot more fun than I did at 17. Oh, the secret. Okay. The dark secret. What is happening in this stream? Oh, so much. You came in just in time for just an amazing stream. Pure content juice. Atrioc. Kevin, EDB, thank you for the 9 months. He asked, Atrioc, have you ever had kombucha? And Devin, EDB, asked you, have you ever had an original joke once in your life? Have you ever, as an original thought, ever entered your brain? Or is it only sourced from YouTube videos? By the way, on the real, kombucha sucks. It's like nasty. I don't enjoy it. There's health benefits, right? Why else would you drink it? It's not tasty. Oh, the secret. Oh, you guys still want to hear about the secret? Oh, really? I thought you guys were over that. You still want to hear about the secret after all this time? About what I did last night after I was so mauled? Hey, Atrioc, I'm a 13-year-old Chad and I play a lot of League. I make $10 a month. What would you say to someone like me? $10 a month as a 13-year-old's pretty solid, I guess. What do you spend it on? Your parents cover everything. I would say if you are 13 years old playing League all day. See, the thing about being 13 and being a grinding gamer, let's say you're 13 and you get into Valorant right now. By the time you're 18, 20, you're a god FPS gamer, and that's going to carry over. There's no shot League of Legends is still popular in 5-6 years. I don't buy it. I don't believe it will. It's already declining so much. I would say grinding League at 13 right now is a big waste of time. They're getting it out of the way instead of doing it in college like you. It's not like a fucking... It's not a requirement. It's not like, oh, I got to get my League year in. I might as well just knock it out now. No, you could just never do it. It's not a prereq. They're not like checking your resume after you graduate. So I see here you have a PhD in physics. That's impressive. Which year did you choose to grind League of Legends until you mauled it and lost all your friends? Where? Oh, you didn't? Oh. We'll call you. Yeah. Don't worry. We'll call you. We'll keep in touch. As they chuck your resume in the trash. You have to have grind. That's how they know you're ready for a soulless job. Is that you've grinded League of Legends. Hey, Trek, I'm a 30-year-old virgin who has the billionaire grind set and knows a lot about marketing and plays Paper Mario all day. What would you say to someone like me? I would say we're extremely similar, except for the fact that you play Paper Mario. If you just got rid of the Paper Mario part, we're like 1-to-1, long lost twins. I'm a 26-year-old who makes 100K trading options and lost it all. What would you say to someone like me? If you're being real, that sucks. That sucks. Bro, that's some Wall Street bet shit. Who the fuck's tossing around 100K on options at 26? What do you want me to tell you? Don't do that. Oh, you're still talking about The Secret. My God, you guys are fucking obsessed with it. You're borderline obsessed with this secret. This secret has captured your every synapse. It's like ridiculous. It's like at this point, I can't talk about anything else but The Secret, it seems like. It's like you won't be happy unless I explain what The Secret is. Okay, I'll tell you The Secret. I'll tell you The Secret. So last night, if you guys don't know, I played a Hitman race. It was a for fun Hitman race with Linkus. The idea was we would make the rules so stupid and so asinine that it would just be for fun. It would just be goofy. And for 5 hours it was, and I had a great time. And then at the end, I got stuck on a part and I got super mauled. And I realized I was losing a great YouTube video and I got extra mauled. And and it just sort of collapsed into a sad ending, you know? And so I ended stream. I talked to Linkus. Obviously, he's my boy. Ride or die. Day one. Minecraft co-champions. It was nothing to do with him. It was only due to the fact that I was mad that I lost a good YouTube video. That was it. It really had nothing to do with Linkus. It was literally just, I was mad that I lost a good YouTube video because I was like, damn, you put 5 hours in, you want a good YouTube video. The second he got ahead of you, you choked. Ban that guy. That's dead wrong, and you know it. He was ahead of me way before, and then I caught up. I didn't get mauled at any part except for having to repeat the same thing over and over. I literally, I don't care that I lost. I swear to God, I don't care that I lost. I only care that I was getting stuck and frustrated because I was realizing this is bad for a video. Wait a minute, this is worse for a video. I just lost again. Wait a minute, no, it's not even close at all. This is the worst video of all time. I didn't care. I didn't care that I lost. I just wanted to. Anyway, here's the secret. So afterwards, after it was over, talked to Linkus, had a good time. Hung out with Ari. We watched Loki episode 3. I like it. I like the whole show. Here's a secret. Loki's pretty good. I like it. Then I think because I'm a Sigma male, I watched Rick and Morty season 5 episode 2 alone because no one else around me has the intellect to understand the jokes. So I watched that myself. I laughed loudly, okay, because I understood all of the jokes. Massive brain. It took me to... Honestly, I had my notes next to me just to keep up. But I did keep up. And then finally, at 11:30, I reopened Hitman. And I beat Linkus's season 1 world record. Because I'm a petty motherfucker. I don't know why I did it. I just did. I swear to God, it's got nothing to do with him. It's because my fucking brain is psychotic. I got a broken fucking brain. I swear to God, it's the most busted brain. Anyway, I didn't even upload it. That's why it's called a secret. It's a secret. I don't want you guys to tell anyone. It doesn't leave this room. I didn't even upload it. I've literally got it right here, and I was thinking, that seems petty. My whole plan was, if I'm even ever going to grind Hitman again, I would wait till he gets it. I don't want to be trying to preempt him from getting that moment. He should get the moment. He's put a lot of work in. He should get the world record. But then, eventually, I probably want to take it back. That's just a fact. So, I don't think I'm going to upload it. I just want to share. I just want to, it's almost like therapy. I'm just telling you guys that I have a psychotic brain. I don't know why I did it. You look like a cop in that hat? All right. I guess. I don't know how many cops that wear Twitch hats and fucking blue light glasses. I think I look like a fucking virgin, but I'll take cop. Atrioc Twitch cop. What do you think about Ludwig getting Yingling into Smash Summit? Twitter kind of mad about it. You know what's funny is that Smash Twitter is like 12 people. It's just 12 people talking to each other. It's so small now. Smash Twitter has become so... No one cares. If you really look at it, all of the posts get 18 likes. And then Slime will be like, the chaos in Smash Twitter. It's fucking these O2 psychophant. Like, he's just freaking out over 11 guys who he all knows. You got to have a big game to have Twitter drama. It's shocking to me that anyone cares. The game has gotten too small. This is not a knock because I literally love Smash. It's one of my favorite games of all time. But it's so far gone. The number of people that care, that are online talking about tournaments and rules and everything, it's nothing. it's like 12 people. It's not a factor. So I stopped paying attention. It affects my life in no way. I just want to watch Mango fight Zayn. That's all that's left in good Melee anymore. I think there's more SC2 Twitter than Smash Twitter. You might be right. Especially if you're talking about Melee. What do you think about people who are balding? Do they wear hats? I don't think I'm balding. I'm wearing a hat because my hair is fucking greasy. And I didn't fucking get a haircut that I wanted. That's what I'm doing. All right? Now, am I losing hair over time? Yes, as all men do. But it's like the same hairline I had when I was fucking 22. It's not. Anyway, that is not why I wear hats. If I wear a hat on stream, you can almost assuredly tell that I'm either it's the Enron hat and I just think it's dope. If it's any other hat, it's usually because I fucking didn't wash my hair enough, or I don't know. I just went to the fucking hot tub or something. I don't know. That's what it is. Atrioc, does your job include marketing towards developers? No. You have a lot. Your question is longer, but the answer is no, so I don't want to finish the rest of it. But no, the answer is no. Today we do have a marketing Monday. I'm gonna get to it. I'm just stalling. Not even stalling. I'm just having fun. All right, so fuck you. I just want to talk to people. My hairline has been worse than yours since I was 21. Go off, King. You know, hairline Andys are real degenerates. Especially because most of them. Listen. Listen. Just wait. That's all I'm saying. If you're fucking 16 talking about hairline, just wait, bro. Let's just see who's talking. Let's just see where you're at. Do you like coleslaw? Yeah, I just had pineapple coleslaw on a chicken sandwich not too recently. Do you have any advice for someone who wants to get into the more analytical side of marketing? I'm just not in the... I'll do a Q&A after where I'm a little more serious. Right now, I just want to tell you, do it. The answer is just do it. There's not a deeper... let me think about this. Don't spread all your eggs in too many baskets. Is that wise? Do I get wise points for that? Let me clarify. There's a million different things you could try to work on for the analytical side of marketing. Like data science or SEO or A/B testing. A million different things. Get a lot better at a few and be a specialist, and then you'll be able to really command some value. That's my advice. Kind of like make it your thing. Like say you're really good at it. Almost like fake it till you make it a little bit. Like say that I'm a specialist in this. I'm getting really good at it. And then start learning a lot about it and talking about it. And then pretty soon people will just be like, yeah, that guy's good at that. Jack of all trades is generally not the way to go. I work at a protein kitchen where we make healthy food and things like that. But there's terrible marketing like fucking Minion memes. Bro, you got a marketing team still using Minion memes? That's almost flames. That's almost like edgy. You know what I'm saying? At this point, openly spending money on Minion memes is almost like rebellious. It's almost like fucking punk rock. I almost think that's dope as fuck. Dude, imagine Apple. Imagine just Apple with a big fat fucking Minion meme. A Minion holding an iPhone. Hate it or love it. This is where we're going. I don't know. There's definitely a fucking... It's not crazy. Yeah, it's definitely like post irony. There's some wisdom in that. But no, you should probably change your marketing team, or just let them know politely that the mini memes are not doing it. Oh, hey, Atrioc, I started using Dr. Squatch because of your ad. I can't even read the rest because Dr. Squatch is sponsoring me again. So, and I grew a 12-inch penis. Wow, congratulations. A second one? Watch this video I made about the dark side of you. The dark side of Atrioc? What the fuck is this?
Brandon Ewing, better known as Atrioc, is a global marketer.
It's Ewing. Right off the bat, it's Ewing. And you DMCA'd me. You're 0 for 2.
At the popular computer brand NVIDIA. On the side, he runs a Twitch stream and a YouTube channel.
He called us popular.
That focuses on everything under the sun, such as speedrunning the hit game series known as Hitman, or just being a regular React Andy. One popular aspect of the stream is a segment known as Marketing Monday.
I will say, someone... there is a point about the beard. I do look drastically different. This is the same hat, same person. And this is like only 2 months ago. I'm like, the beard is a game changer. Yeah, I guess glasses. Yeah, glasses are part of it too. Actually, glasses really change your face, huh? Well, whatever. I'm trying to fall asleep tonight, so I need these glasses.
Where Atrioc takes time out of his busy schedule to lecture and teach his chat about the ins and outs of the marketing industry. This is where our seemingly innocent content creator takes a turn for the worse.
Monka?
This is the dark side of Atrioc.
Okay, what is this about? What is this about? Chapter 1, Psychic the Why is the production value so high for this?
In April of 2021, controversy struck when Atrioc invited what he thought to be a 420 crown Fall Guys player.
Why is it
play
on
the popular
VHS?
game Fall Guys. Within this game, Atrioc stated to Psychic, this player, that if he did not pass the first round, it would result in a ban from chat.
What?
Although now unbanned, an epic court case was formed, where the well-known chatter/lawyer Whodat950 defended Psychic from the devilish grasp that is Atrioc's power over chat.
The production value varies in quality.
Although a full transcript of the case exists, I thought it would be beneficial to show some interesting clips from the courtroom.
Why?
Your discretion is advised for the following clips.
Oh, shit!
If we pause right here, one can see that Atrioc is giggling and laughing during a very serious introduction from the lawyer. If we look further into this, an interesting idea comes forward. There's a similar disorder found in the award-winning Joker movie.
Hey,
starring
it's like my thumbnails. This could be an Atrioc thumbnail.
Joaquin Phoenix. I'm not French, I don't know how to pronounce that. But the Joker has trouble not laughing during serious situations. If we look further into this, we can find that one of Atrioc's channel emotes happens to be Atrioc Sigma.
Yes.
In this emote,
Yes.
Atrioc is wearing similar makeup as
Yes.
the Joker,
Of course.
leaving many to
It's a
believe
reference.
Atrioc is the Joker.
The Joker's a fictional character. What did that have to do with who dat? That made, wait, it literally, the production value was good, but it made no sense. You had a random Who Dat clip, then a random Joker clip, then you had a picture of, it made no sense.
Although often
This again.
overlooked by Atrioc, over the decades of his streaming career, many chatters have come forward with stories such as assault, wrongdoing.
I've streamed for 1 year, so I don't have a multi-decade streaming career, and I don't think anyone's ever come forward with allegations of
some
assault or
politically
wrongdoing.
incorrect comments. Although these complaints exist with most other Twitch streamers, Atrioc is different.
How am I
Due to
different?
his old age and retro viewpoints, his chat is only trying to
Retro
educate
viewpoints.
him on how the world is different from when he grew up. One chatter commented on how
I
Atrioc
wasn't in
once
Vietnam,
told
chat.
and promised his family that he would play Paper Mario, but due to Atrioc's old age, his dementia caused him to completely forget about this promise. This loss of memory clues us in to his slowly dwindling mental state and shows us a darker side of him that is often
It's not
overlooked.
slowly dwindling. I'll tell you that. This video is rapidly dwindling my mental state. That was it? If anyone needs an editor, please let me do it. My mom says I need to do something productive with my life. God bless your mother. Bless her heart. She's got a tough mission ahead. She really, God cut it out tough for her. Good luck. Don't say really makes you think. Appropriate comment to that is, what the fuck was that? Or, wow, that was weird. Not really makes you think. Really makes you think would be an appropriate comment for like a Get Smarter Saturday. Just a little tip. Is that guy in chat? Stan's designated editor. To be fair, you have to have a very high IQ to understand the Atrioc equals Joker theory. And without a solid grasp of theoretical physics, most of the jokes will go over a typical viewer's head. That must be it. That must be the problem, is I don't have a solid grasp of theoretical physics. Any hoots. Today's Marketing Monday. I actually should change that off. Change the title. I've got a very fun Marketing Monday to go into. But first, a song from me. From me. I'm singing a song with high notes. Oh my God, the brightness is of 1,000 suns. Na, 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 na. Hey, I passed that class, by the way. If you guys were wondering how the fucking saga of Atrioc's marketing class went, I passed it. What kind of grade? It was ungrade. It was pass or fail for busy professionals. It was basically, is your final project, you have to get peer reviewed, and everyone gave me good marks, so they just said you pass. I did it! I am now a master of brand strategy. Did you present it? I did. I did. Congratulations, I passed a kidney stone. Well, then we both had productive days. Mr. Chatter, tell us what senior executives failed their class. Dude, I gotta be honest with you. So the guy that is taking over for Jeff Bezos, Andy Jassy at Amazon, was in my class. Yikes. He was stressed the fuck out because he knows Bezos is like big shoes to fill. Every day I'd see him just like, hey, Shrek, can I borrow your notes? I'm just like, yeah, he fucked it. His project sucked. He called me Atrioc? Yeah. Well, yeah, he did. I told him to. We're close like that. Sell Amazon stocks? Yeah, I would get out now. I would get out now. By the way, I saw this clip from fucking Stans, who's really look at this clip. It's really fucking blasting me.
A millionaire? Is Atrioc a millionaire? No. Maybe. Maybe, actually. I mean, he got Twitch stocks and he got Amazon stocks and he has Nvidia stocks. If he's not a millionaire, I think he's got to be getting there. Oh, yeah, I'm not talking about liquidity. I think he's probably out there. Is Atrioc a millionaire?
Hey, why don't you stay out of my business, Stans, up here in the public, huh? Stay out of the fucking... Hey, listen. Why don't we keep this between the fucking boys, huh? That was on LSF, bro. Didn't get that many upvotes, but people saw that. Not liquid. Yeah, I'm broke. Got $8 in liquid. Don't worry. Everyone with more money than me is rich. Okay? I'm at the right level. Anyone with more money than me, we got a fucking guillotine. I'm not kidding, dude. We got to fucking tax them. Tax the hell out of them. But me? Come on. Come on. We got to draw a line somewhere. Take it from me, a chatter. Tech stocks do poorly in an inflationary environment because of discounted future cash flows. You know, you guys don't understand what he said, but he's right. I would be worried to be overinvested in tech stocks going into the next 10 years. The multiples that they're valued at will get crushed as inflation rises. And even if they do great as businesses, their value as a stock will go down. But the problem is you never know exactly when that shoe's going to drop. And until then, they're like the best ways to make money. So it's a real balancing act. Basically what I'm saying is Dogecoin. All in. Dogecoin and SafeMoon, baby. That's where the money is. Wait, I saw a great tweet. I'm sorry, this should be in the best tweets, but I can't wait for it. I saw a great tweet. It was this one. Yo, cum shit and piss token is going to the moon. Hashtag cum shit piss. This is a project I've fully believed in for at least 13 seconds. Let's go. Get on now before you miss out. You don't want to stay poor, do you? Not financial advice. That's a fire tweet. I'll give that an Atrioc signal boost. Okay, when I give a thing a like, it goes to the moon. Get your money into cum shit and piss token. to the moon, baby. Finally an investment I can feel safe, like getting my whole family into. Do you know what I'm saying? All this Bitcoin, it's like, can I really trust my future in it? But with cum shit piss coin, I feel like a security. I feel an iron. It's like an iron bank, you know? I was going to invest in Dogecoin in January. Then you said not to because it's a Ponzi scheme, spelled wrong. And now it's 10x the price. I don't know if you're qualified to be a financial advisor to me. Well, I'm telling you right now, it won't 10x again. So since you know that I'm wrong, go buy it. Go buy a bunch and you'll make 10x your money. Right? I still think it's a Ponzi scheme. Bro, what you just said to me is the same thing as saying, I was going to buy a bunch of scratchers, and then you told me, don't, it's a bad financial idea. And then my friend won a scratcher. So what about now, genius? Yeah, it is the fucking same. Listen, just put your money in cum shit piss token and walk away. You know what I'm saying? Just feel that security blanket tuck you in. Can you explain what a Ponzi scheme is? Yeah, it's like okay. Just talk about what Madoff did, but it's the same kind of thing. All right? You take people's money and you say you're going to give them a return. Do you know how when you put your money in the bank, you get like 2 cents interest every year? You get like no money. Well, when you put money with investors, like a hedge fund or something, they promise you a certain amount of return. Okay? So let's say you give them, I don't know, $1 million. They're like, all right, we're going to give you 20% return every year. So at the end of the year, you should have 1.2 million. That's the idea. All right? And to do that, hedge funds generally lie, cheat, and steal and insider trade. But what they're supposed to do is pick better investments. Hedge funds have a ton of money and really smart people, so they pick better investments. So they invest in smart things like Google early. Well, you would invest in fucking, I don't know, Kmart. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust yourself, so you put your money in these institutions. That's the idea. What these Ponzi schemes do is they take your money, okay? And then instead of investing in anything, they use it to pay out the returns of the next people. Okay? So you give them $1 million, and then they take the next guy's $1 million and give you 1.2. And so you're like, oh, it's working. I'm going to tell all my friends. And then you tell your friends, and then your friends put your money in, and they just keep, as long as they keep getting more people to give them money, they can always pay out the original people. They can keep paying out everybody. And it works for a very long time until eventually you can't get new people. until eventually the whole scam gets too big. And then it collapses. But during that time, you're kind of siphoning a bit of the money of everybody off to your own bank account. And then it collapses and you get out with a bunch of money. That's sort of that's the scam. That's how it works. What if it's too big to fail? I mean, Bernie Madoff was pretty fucking big and he didn't. I don't see the problem. Well, the problem is the only way it actually works is if there's infinite number of people and infinite money, which there's not. So eventually, everyone still left holding the bag loses everything. Their entire net worth is wiped out, which is the majority of the people at the bottom of the pyramid. Hey, Shrek, what is the legality of using my mom's card to invest? It's not. You're talking about stealing your mother's credit card and then purchasing stocks and options with it. Yeah, it's not legal. You can't. You're just talking about theft. Unless you borrow her card and buy a bunch of high risk expiring this week Tesla options, make insane money, of course, because it only goes up. and then return all the money to her with a little bit of bonus for yourself because you made 100x on your money. Actually, now that I think about it, that's like a perfectly legal way to infinitely print money. There's no way to lose. How is Doge a Ponzi scheme? Because Doge has no actual value, and we all know there is no world where 10 years from now, Doge is like a fucking actually used currency. Doge is full of people begging new people to join and saying, diamond hands, hold, join the Doge army, so that more people can pour their money in, so the original people can take all their Doge, sell into that, make a bunch of money, get out, and leave you all holding the bag of worthless tokens. That's what it is. It is a Ponzi scheme. It will eventually be zero. Another problem with Doge is that unlike Bitcoin, where there's only a certain set number of coins and it's this finite amount forever, Dogecoin mints like a fucking billion new Doges every fucking month. There's constantly more supply being added. So even if nothing changes and no one sells, the amount of your coin goes down every day. So it's a total scam. How many people, so many people fall for it because of group dynamics, because they missed the boat on Bitcoin, and so they feel like, oh, this is my new chance. It's like the wave too. It's like whenever something gets big first, like a Tesla stock or a Bitcoin or something, people that miss the boat, they get that FOMO. FOMO is a big driver of bad money decisions. So they get FOMO and they're like, well, I don't want to miss the fucking train on my chance to get rich. I hear about all this crypto success stories. And so they fucking look for any chance to get in cheaper. That's why after GameStop went great, people jumped on AMC for some reason. They're just like, and I remember all the Nokia. Nokia's a fucking dog shit company. People were just buying in because they wanted the fucking people were just FOMOing. They're just like, oh, I need a cheaper alternative. Nokia makes great bricks. Take that back. I'm sorry. I think it's BlackBerry. What does FOMO stand for? Fear of missing out. It drives a lot of human decisions. The normal use case is whenever you're sitting at home feeling kind of lonely and you look on Instagram and see like one of your friends at a party and you just feel like shit. That's normal FOMO. You know what I'm saying? But fear of missing out on stocks is also big. Can we all just have a collective agreement to say the word no narcs? I don't know why I'm thinking of this, but can we all just keep our narcs to 0? That would be great. Anyway, completely unrelated. Completely unrelated. You know, a circle of trust between a streamer and their chat is a powerful bond. A powerful bond. What else are we talking about? What the fuck is mining Bitcoin? Are they just getting free money overtime by running their computers? Yes. Yeah, it's listen, I'm not a fucking deep expert. The idea is there's only a certain amount of Bitcoins that will ever be created, okay? But not all of them are created yet. And in order to equitably distribute them, the system was created where you have to have this proof of work. So you have to have your computer solve complex math problems for no purpose. And once it solves enough of them, it mints a Bitcoin. It's a weird... It's a weird system, and I'm not quite certain. Yeah, I mean, and it's bad for the environment. It doesn't make a ton of sense, but it's supposed to it's supposed to make it so that the person that created Bitcoin doesn't have control. You know what I'm saying? The whole concept was created so it's completely decentralized. So that new coins being created would be nobody's deciding it. There's no like smoke-filled room where someone. That's the whole idea. The entire idea behind Bitcoin is to create money where there's no controller, and it can all run entirely digitally. And that's a powerful idea, and it's very cool. It's a cool concept, and that's why Bitcoin has some value. My theory is that governments will never allow it to get too strong because it threatens, a lot of government powers. And so if it ever gets too big, they'll do things to stop it. That's my honest theory. Heard of FedCoin? Yeah, is that the US one? I think the US and China's already making one, and the US is gonna make one. There's gonna be a digital dollar and a digital yuan, and you gotta figure once the governments have a cryptocurrency, the non-governmental ones are gonna get fucked. That's my theory. Yeah, I'm talking about Fedmeister coin. Kind of a rough investment right now, but who knows? Who knows? If I want to invest in actual stocks, what should I invest in? Listen, it depends on your risk tolerance. If you're the type of person where you're like, fuck it, I'll put it all on red. I want to make double my money. Then you could pick riskier stocks. If you're like, you know what, I just want to see my money go up 10% every year and be safe, you can pick safer stocks. That's sort of what that's where you're at. I have sort of a mix. My riskiest stock is NIO, the Tesla of China, where I put $50,000. That's my riskiest stock. Everything else I have is like Sony, Nvidia, Amazon. I guess Nvidia is sort of becoming risky because the price keeps going up so high. Listen, it's tough to explain this, but I have rock solid belief in Nvidia as a company. I think it's the fucking dopest company. There's so many smart people there. But there eventually is a price that's too high, right? Prices don't go up forever. I'm surprised. It's rocketing up so quickly. It makes me scared. I wish it was slower. I honestly wish it was going up slower because then I could just keep all my money in it and hold. But now I'm feeling like I should sell a little bit just because it's so fucking high. All my friends invest in is penny stocks to do with psychedelics and then flex on me. Listen, I want everyone to know if you guys are the type of person who are, let's say, let me make a rough judgment. Mostly male, mostly in the 16 to 24 age range. This is based on my demographics, but it's not. You are particularly susceptible to falling into the trap of hearing about someone getting a good investment and just being so hungry to make that free money. You're really looking for any path to and I just want you to know that we're in a weird environment financially and globally right now where a lot of weird shit is making money, but the tide will come out very soon. And there's going to be a lot of people who pretended they never invested in the things they did and they lost a lot of money. They're either going to cover it up, lie about it, or be collapsed. I just want you guys to know a lot of these things are going to make people broke. Oh, yeah, Linkus, I was overestimating. I don't think there's a safe 10% a year stock, but there's hypothetically. Well, I mean, right now, the past few years, you could have put like Google or Facebook, and they're relatively safe because they're not going to collapse, and they go up 10, 20% a year. Didn't people say that for a long time? Here's the problem with it, is you can never time it. But, listen, I said it about NFTs. NFTs are now at like 5% of their value. Anyone who's coming in here talking about NFTs are not doing that anymore. NFTs are now fucking crap. Okay? Dogecoin. I talked about Dogecoin. I said it when it was high. I'll say it when it's low. I'll say it all the time. It's going to zero. At least I'm consistent. I'm just telling you guys that this happens. And then people, when they're high, they're like, come on, you're so fucking stupid. It's free money. And then it goes away and people lose money. They don't talk about it, but they're sad because they lost money. They just ignore it and hide it. And then you move on to the next thing. And so I'm just letting you know that if you want to protect your money, you should probably start by investing in something like a company you know, a big company that you use in your daily life. Nintendo. Not a bad idea. Nintendo's a fine investment. It's a fine investment. Basically, you're betting that the next console after the Switch will be good. Because the market hates uncertainty. So the market right now doesn't know how good Nintendo's going to be long term. And if you're just like, fuck it, I'm confident, put some money in Nintendo. It's not going to go to zero. The good thing about investing in a big, stable, solid company with a history is that worst comes to worst, you lose 20, 30% of your money. I mean, that's not, well, you can lose more. I'm not a financial advisor here, but generally, you can sell later if everything goes bad. But if it goes up, you're good. So that's what you're betting on Nintendo being better. Enron. It's so funny. I told a story about, there's an article from 1999 where they said, it was like a fucking CNBC article. And it was like the 10 most rock solid stocks for the next 10 years. For your family's safety and security, pick these big companies and just coast. And number 2 was Enron. And by 2001, it was completely bankrupt and you'd lost all your money. It's one of the I wish I could find that article again. It's one of the funniest. I found it when I was doing research for one of the Marketing Mondays. Where do you buy stocks? You can get an app like one of the free trade apps. There's plenty. Webull, Robinhood. Or you can get like a account with, I use Charles Schwab, but whatever. Fidelity. And then you could get something called, like Vanguard. So when people talk about Vanguard or index funds, all those is you put your money into an index fund and it takes your money and it splits it up into 500 different chunks and it buys a little bit of every stock on the top, on the S&P. That's what an ETF or a Vanguard is. You just take your money and it split, and basically you're just betting that the whole economy will go up, which it does over time a little bit. It's one of the safest places to put your money. It generally is one of the safest places to put your money. That being said, I hate to be scared of the Zoomers here. In 1989, this is before I was born, but I was right about it. Japan, their stock market was at an all-time high. People were saying Japan was about to pass America. Japan was crushing it. And then they had a big bubble burst. And they had bubbles in everything. Almost every aspect of the economy was bubbled. And it all collapsed at once, and they had what was called a lost decade. And then Japan had basically 10, 15 years of no growth. Completely flat on everything. The economy was flat, which led to a lot of weird stuff like, a lot of things you see out of Japan. If you're ever wondering why Japan is a little bit weird, honestly, the lost decade's a huge part of it. They've had one of the weirdest economies for the past 15, 20 years. Just completely stagnant. And so there's a chance people are talking about of that happening to America right about now. We could have a lost decade soon. Once this current bubble we're in, if it pops in the right way, we could have 10 years of just shit investing. Now, no one knows, right? No one knows for a fact, and I certainly don't know, and I certainly can't time it. I'm just letting you know that it's a possibility. People that tell you everything's fine and always goes up are optimistic. Doesn't people thinking there is a bubble cause the bubble to pop? Yes, But eventually the bubble gets big enough. You guys know the story of Tulip Mania? It's one of the funniest things in history. I'm going to try to explain it to you because I think it's worth a Marketing Monday on its own. Here. This is Tulip Mania. It's one of the first bubbles ever. It was in the Dutch Golden Age, the Dutch Republic. Back when the Dutch were kind of powerful globally because of shipping. This is in the 1600s. I was alive. And boy, did I love tulips. Anyway, tulips are the flower, if you're wondering. And people liked them. People wanted tulips. And so they started buying... let me make sure that I want this. They started becoming a luxury item, okay? They had a beautiful color. People wanted... They were like a status symbol. It was like Supreme hoodies. The tulips were the Supreme hoodies of their day, okay? So everyone starts buying tulips. And then eventually they started not just buying tulips because there's not enough tulips to go around. They start buying futures contracts on tulips, which is like the first recorded use of futures contracts, which is basically saying that the price of tulips will continue to go up. It's basically a bet that the price of tulips will go up. And they buy those and they resell those. Okay? And this was the price of tulips. I'm talking about literally a flower. Like buying a flower. So very quickly, you couldn't buy a tulip bulb for less than 3,000 whatever. I mean, I don't know. This is gold. This is in gold, so I don't know. The people were selling their houses to buy one tulip because they thought, for sure, I can sell this for more later. Because the price kept going up, people would sell anything to get a tulip, knowing that it would only go up more later. And because this is one of the first bubbles ever, they were kind of right to think that. I mean, no one had any idea that bubbles could pop. They were just like, oh, it's going up. It keeps going up. I have to... Give me a fucking tulip. And so it did collapse. It was Tulip Mania. It was the entire fucking country of the Dutch Republic was fucking clamoring for tulips. And when it finally collapsed, you can sort of see. This is how quickly it happens, though. This is why people would always like, "Oh, get out in time." Like getting into a bubble like Doge or anything, and you're always like, "Oh, I'll sell when it starts to go down." It never really works like that because look at this. This is the peak. Then by the 5th, it's like dropped 10%. By the 9th, it's dropped this much, and then by May the 1st, it's 0. And by the way, lines don't work like this. It's like it's up and down a little bit. So this line you wouldn't even know. It goes up and down, up and down. So you wouldn't even know. So day 1, you're like, oh, it's a little dip. It doesn't mean anything. I have diamond hands. Then day 2, it drops a lot. And you're like, oh, fuck. If I sell now, I lose money. Maybe I'll just wait for it to strike up and then I'll be gone. And then it's gone. People always do that. So Tulip Mania. Very, very fun part of history. The original bubble. Oh, wait. This is so funny. Okay. This is a list of goods that were exchanged for a single tulip bulb at the height of the mania. Okay? 2 bales of wheat, 4 bales of rye, 4 fat oxen. That's 4 full oxen, 8 fat pigs, 12 fat sheep, 2 casks of wine, 4 casks of beer, 2 tons of butter, 1,000 pounds of cheese, a complete bed, a suit of clothes, and a silver drinking cup for 1 tulip bulb. That's at the height. And then the guy with the bulb, 1 week later, has nothing. He can sell it for nothing. He lost all of the cheese, all of the wine, he lost a full farm. And you imagine What is the guy that spent $12 million in that fucking NFT thinking right now? What is he thinking right now, bro? What? It's shocking. It's shocking. I was reading this story. It was in, I think it was New York Times. They were interviewing this guy who, he's just like a regular guy. I think he's like a 28-year-old guy who worked his job. He really believed in Elon Musk, all right? So he put all his money, all his paycheck, he sold everything he had, he put it into Tesla. Made a bunch of money. Took all his Tesla profit, put it into Bitcoin. Made even more money. Took all of that money, put it into NFTs. And now he's probably broke. Bro, you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them, bro. You gotta know. You gotta know. Isn't this situation better than our financial bubbles? Because there's potentially more people who had the tulips who made mad bank than there are people now who make bank. I think your question is trying to talk about the distribution of money in the bubble, and no, I think as a percentage it's the same amount. Because there's just more people doing our current bubbles. There's more. Everything's a bubble right now. It just feels like in the economy. So housing prices are like fucking all-time highs. People are making money, but there's more people than ever that want houses. So people are getting screwed. More people are getting screwed, but people are getting money. It's that's what it is. It's leading to an economy where there's like more deep divides between winners and losers, and it's often based on luck. Kind of yuck, huh? It's kind of like a rich get richer thing, except the rich can also be the ones completely getting washed out if there's a recession. The scary thing is the rich people like Bill Gates. Bill Gates talks a big game about all the good he's doing, and he has done a lot of good, but he's a savvy motherfucker. Bill Gates has noticed that inflation is coming, and that the economy may be primed for a bubble popping, and he has taken so much money and bought farmland. He has bought the largest owner of farmland in America for sure, and maybe in the world, is Bill Gates. Did you know that? Bill Gates owns like 14% of American. He is just buying hard assets. That's what the sneaky rich people are doing right now. The sneaky rich people are doing right now is they're taking all of their money, which could be inflated away or collapse in the stock market, and they're buying hard assets, gold, houses, farmland. And that way, if things do collapse, you still own hard assets, and those always have value. And that's just where power comes from. So, I am not rich, but my money's all in stock. So if it collapses, I'll be broke. Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards are not hard assets. This is you talking to a fucking Morgan Stanley financial advisor. Yes, sir. So actually, I've got a diverse portfolio for you here. I put 10% of your money in the market. Always going to be in the market. 10% in housing, REITs, and I put 40% here into Charizards because those hold your future is secure. I'm not capping. It's at that scale, it doesn't make sense, but it's not crazy to buy a few Pokemon cards. I don't think they're going to go down in value for the next 10 years. If not more. Here's the deal. Millennials, who are the prime Pokemon age, are turning 30. This year is the peak 30 year for millennials. The average millennial is now 30. And they're starting to get into their peak buying years. 30 to 50 basically is when you spend all the money and make the most money. Okay? So there's more millennials than there were boomers. It was called the baby boom. That's why they're boomers. There's so many boomers. There are more millennials than there are boomers. So there's about to be, the next 20 years of millennials just buying things that are important to them. So things that boomers bought, baseball cards, I don't know, like what Transformer, whatever boomers liked, are through the roof for the past 20 years. And only now they're probably starting to level out. So millennial nostalgia stuff is only going to go up in value. That's my prediction for 10, 15 years. The problem is it's so high right now that it could be a bubble. I still think it's probably a solid bet. Pokemon, maybe not, just because it really got inflated quickly because of Logan Paul. I hope it's a bubble. I just want packs. Yeah, well, it actually has to be a bubble because there's no shot that like the brand new packs that are being released are worth people buying out the store for them. Like a Charizard from Edition 1 is perfect nostalgia bait, and I can see why that's worth a lot of money. Those are rare. They hit the right demographic. They're valuable. Buying the brand new sets that are they make millions of in a factory, there's a huge supply. They're all in good condition. Makes no sense, and I don't understand why people are doing it. I think it's a huge scam. It's funny the amount of 80s-based shows there are because of boomers. More 90s shows will start coming. Well, 80s is Gen X, but yes. Yeah, 100%. There's going to be a lot of 90s shows pretty soon. Then we'll get 2000 shows for fucking Zoomers. It's all coming. Everything you like from your childhood will be served back to you to make money when you hit prime earning age. Just get ready for it. I'm ready for I just hit 30. I'm ready for my entire childhood to be sold back to me for the next 10 years. I'm so stoked. If they make mature SpongeBob, I will start a revolution. Imagine a fucking gritty SpongeBob reboot. Bikini Bottom's gone to shit. SpongeBob with a gat. Patrick's on drugs. About workers' rights, yeah. Yeah, like a BoJack SquarePants. It's SpongeBob like coming down from the fame in 15 years. Hey, I might watch it. Climate change has ruined the fucking ocean. Did you read the leaked script for the Powerpuff Girls live action show? No. Did you ask that earnestly? Yo, Atrioc, did you read the leaked script for the Powerpuff Girls live action? Like I sit around and read scripts in general. Let alone, I found the script for the Powerpuff Girls live action and said, I need to read this thing. Do you have time? You got time to read the fucking Powerpuff Girls leaked script? You know, it's to read a script takes time. They're long. Powerpuff Girls leaked script. Wait, I kind of want to see it. Well, here's a tweet. Better than trying to read it, I could read a tweet. Bubbles. Blossom's fine. I saw on her Insta that she has a boyfriend. I saw on her LinkedIn that she got promoted. And I saw on Facebook that she still talks to Grandpa despite their political differences. Coming back here is probably triggering for her. Why? Because she's the one who killed Mojo? I mean, moveon.org. This is real? Bloss, wake up or we'll leak your nudes everywhere. This is Powerpuff Girls? That worked on you once. Look, we love being Powerpuff Girls, but sometimes we wanted to be other things too. Like in Dirty Dancing, Baby wanted to join the Peace Corps, but she also wanted to be a fancy slut. And her dad didn't get it. Drake. Wow, is this actually Drake? That'd be awesome. Emotional. Jerry Orbach was doing his best to understand. Blossom heads upstairs where the bumping sound continues from Buttercup's room, then abruptly stops. Blossom opens the door and finds Buttercup in bed with Macy, the woman she eyed at the bar. They've just finished. Oh God, I'm sorry. It's fine. We're done, right? I'd say 6 times is enough. So get ready for that, millennials. Fellow millennials, get ready for that. That's our next 10 years. Okay? Everything from our childhood will be rebooted to try and make it appealing to us. Now, it's powerful. It's a powerful script. There's 0% chance this is real. I have no idea if it's real or not. But it's not crazy. It's not crazy to think the CW would make a script like that. That's like their standard show. The actors commented on it. It's real. Oh, there you go. You thought Powerpuff was Gen Z? No shot. No shot, dude. I mean, I'm sure you could have watched it as well, but it came out for millennials when they were kids. I'd say the iCarly's the for me. iCarly's the crossover. iCarly's the first pure Zoomer show. That's where it stops. That's the line. I think it's the iCarly line. If it came out after iCarly, it's pure Zoomer. If it came out before, it could be Zillennial crossover, but generally it's millennial. That's the line. We'll shake hands. You guys shake hands. We'll agree on the iCarly line. Drake and Josh. I watch Drake and Josh. I love Drake and Josh. Listen, I'm 30, bro, so I'm the line. I'm literally the average millennial. All right, we'll shake hands. Drake and Josh is on the line, but it's on the other side. Please. I watched SpongeBob anime already, Who Dat? It was fucking amazing. I already watched it, though. Drake and Josh is a second life because it's so funny that it's actually so funny to think that, you know, as a kid, I'm watching Drake and Josh and I'm like, man, Drake is fucking cool. Josh, what a fucking loser. And then now, Josh is a fucking Chad living his dream. And Drake's a fucking sex offender. He's in jail. The fucking life really flipped the script on them. Yeah, for real, Linkus. Drake Bell just got caught. I don't know the exact story, so someone else can correct me, but wasn't he like texting minors or some shit? I don't know. I don't know exactly what he did. He was fighting? He was fighting minors? Child endangerment? I don't know if it was sex related or not, but he either hurt or I don't know. Either way. Grooming, child endangerment? Yeah. Okay. Well, it does fit the psychological profile of a guy who peaked in a children's cartoon. Or not a cartoon, but a children's show. If the coolest you'll ever be is in a children's show, that's gonna fuck up your brain. That's a bad look. So watch out for Jake Paul, right? Please keep a close eye on Jake Paul when he hits Drake Bell's age. Keep a close eye. Has he already done fuck shit? Yeah, he's done fuck shit. But as far as I know, his fuck shit currently is I'm a rich bro. He's like a frat bro with even more money and more freedom and no limits. It's like a fucking Dan Bilzerian kind of thing. But I would say down the line is when it gets weirder. Imagine not being a Zoomer so you can't relate when Bo Burnham says, Mommy let you use your iPad, you were barely 2. Okay, he's got a whole song about turning 30. You can't relate to that. Piece of shit. 90% of the special is for me. Okay, you get the iPad line. Good for you. No, I actually found it fascinating. Yeah, it's interesting. Young Zoomers, especially. Young Zoomers and Gen Alpha, dude. The people who were truly on apps from minute one. That's where it's different. They just got a different way of viewing the world. What the fuck is Gen Alpha? It's the one after Zoomers. If a Zoomer asked that, get ready, bro. Okay? Let me tell you the millennial story. For the past 10 years, they've been saying millennials are killing Applebee's. Millennials are killing home buying. Millennials are killing the car industry. And now, they don't talk about us. Now they say Gen Z's killing shit. No one talks about my kills anymore. My KDA was ruthless. I had 10 years of killing shit. Now, it's all about what Gen Z's killing. And let me tell you, pretty soon, they're going to shut the fuck up about Gen Z. They're going to talk about how Gen Alpha's killing shit. And your kill streak's going to be over. You better spend your fucking points. I had this deep train of thought recently, Atrioc. I know my parents and many people who grew up watching Friends as the episodes were coming out. They felt they got attached to the friend group and they all wanted to be them. Do you think the social rings of streamers and YouTubers living together doing stuff is the 2021 meta of that? Or is it more that collabs are so powerful? Listen, there's two things going on right now that are going to make OTK and OTV just have a fucking awesome year. Oh, they're so primed. After the pandemic, right now, people are so hungry for that outdoor travel friend group collaborative content to watch it. You know, if they can't do it themselves, they want to watch it. People want it bad. They're primed for it. And people that were kind of like a little bit used to the current pandemic lockdown, this is a good way to ease back into the real world is through watching it. So either way, the audience for it is dramatic. And so there's this huge tailwind helping that grow bigger. And then also, it's generally just found that the meta of collaboration is a win-win because of something called in marketing the mere familiarity effect. Let me explain that. This is the mere familiarity effect. This is a terrible. Okay, this is a fine image. I'll just use this fucking image. It's a psychological principle that the more you're exposed to something, the more you like it. Now, they just showed it with this song where you hear a song for the first time, you think, meh. You hear it a few times, you like it. You hear it more times, you love it, okay? Now, it's not true for every absolute thing. Sometimes you hear things and you just hate it and you're super annoyed. But in general, on average, if you see something a bunch, you've been exposed to it a bunch, you're more primed to like it, okay? And so if you have an audience of 20,000 people and this person has an audience of 20,000 people and you collab, that's people that will end up liking both of you. It's not one stealing from the other. It's more likely that the average person in that audience will just end up liking them both. So it's a win-win. And so all that does is not take viewers from each other. It takes viewers from people outside the group. Okay? That's the real power of it. And so the group dynamic is actually extremely powerful from a marketing POV. That's why Travis Scott hops on every ad? No. Travis Scott does not hop on every ad so you'll be more familiar with his face. He hops on every ad because they pay him an absolute assload of money. That's why he does it. But it's a nice bonus. I liked your content from the beginning, but the bros versus pros exposure got me to show up for your average streams. Exactly. Exactly. That's just the power of collaboration, is if one person has an audience, that they're exposed to them through a good lens too. Because let's say you really like Pokimane, and then she hangs out with Skara, and they have a good time, and it's a fun collaborative stream. So now, through the lens of Pokimane's eyes, the streamer you like, oh, I like Skara too, because she likes Skara. And then so you in Skara's live, maybe she's not live, you're like, oh, check out Skara, and you're already in a good spot. It's just a win-win. That's all I'm saying. It's a win-win. That's how it works. And so the collaboration factor is powerful, and then the fact that they can do outdoor activities during a post-pandemic time where everyone's hungry for that shit, it's just it's gas. It's pure gasoline. It's blue flame. And so they're set up for success in a major way. Oh, speaking of which, how do I say this in a nice way? Okay, I'll just say it. Can I please get some Drakes for Cutie Cinderella? Because I tuned in to watch that, the tail end of that theme park stream. Please give her some Drakes for the bravery. I did not know how fucking afraid she was of roller coasters. Please check out this clip. This is like a really tame ride. This ride is like small. I mean, it's really, it's a basic water ride. It's not like a spinny coaster. And this is the beginning. This is the very beginning before, there's a drop at the end, but right now it's.
Oh, my hat.
Okay, it starts.
Oh, God, I hate this.
It just started! It just started! There's no drop for 15 minutes.
It's okay. Look, this is the whole ride right here. This is it.
Sorry.
So, okay, obviously it's funny, but I also want to say, I'm opening with Drake's here because if that, listen, people are afraid of shit. I'm not going to go skydiving for fucking anything. People are afraid of shit. If she is that afraid of it and she still got on, that's impressive. That's actual bravery. I can't think of anything I'm that afraid of that I would do. She was actually so fucking scared. You could hear it. That was a scream like someone was chasing her. Anyway, it was impressive, but I just wanted to share that because I was cracking up. I mean, yeah, she ended up biting Austin Show out of fear. Me, since I watched Final Destination 3. Oh, I remember which Final Destination is it where they're on the highway and there's a big traffic accident and the car with all the logs in the back. Is that 2? 5? I think it's 5. I think it's 5. It could be 2. Anyway. Final Destination, if you guys don't know, is a movie about, it always opens with some girl, I think it's always a girl, having a vision of the future. And then she tells all her friends not to do it. Like, don't get on that plane. Don't get on that roller coaster. Don't go into this traffic jam. And then they don't. They listen to her. And then death comes to kill them because they dodged a bullet. They should have died. First one was a guy? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I think I started it too, to be honest. It's like a horror movie. It's a horror movie. And when I saw that as a kid, where the car with the logs, it brakes super hard. The logs fly off the back. They go through the front windshield and they just kill the fucking driver. I cannot drive behind a log truck. If I'm ever behind a log truck, I will fucking slow down or I will veer around. I can't do it. I get fucking scared. I get fucking scared for real. Like I get a little clammy, dude. I feel like it's gonna break. It's gonna kill me. Show the clip. I don't want to, people, not everyone's as comfortable with horror or fucking grisly murder, but you can watch it if you want. That is me in the ocean thanks to Jaws. Yeah, I've heard of Jaws doing a similar thing. Hey, Atrioc, you might find me cringe for knowing this much about RP, but I've been thinking a ton about this recently. When Twitch streamers found RP, they went fully improv. This resulted in a lot of money really quick. Improv roleplay has been a long time thing in Minecraft community. People didn't realize how much better pre-planned roleplays can be. The actual talking is still improv, but the rest is scripted. Do you think some streamers might figure this out soon? I might try early. Yeah, listen, I think that Twitch content is going to follow the same path as TV content. If you'll notice, Twitch is becoming more and more like reality TV. Reality TV was the dominant form of TV entertainment before TV started to die. Twitch is going to become more like that because that was the most profitable way to make money from a large group of people. When Twitch was only focused on a certain niche of people, let's say gamers, hardcore gamers generally, the type of content that appealed to them was generally very gaming focused. But as Twitch grows to encompass a very broad group of people, the biggest thing on the platform is going to be things that broadly lots of people can watch, which is basically reality TV. Reality TV is easy to make. It's cheap. It's endlessly fun. You don't have to pay too many writers. So yeah, just kind of like scripted things that have people still being somewhat real in them is what's going to do the best. I'm not particularly in love with that. I'm just telling you that's probably where it's headed, and variations on that. So things like game shows that are live, like a Survivor type thing could be huge on Twitch. All that stuff's going to be big. Anything you could think of that was good on TV that's not like hardcore scripted is going to be good on Twitch. Fear Factor, perfect. Yeah. Fear Factor's going to be on, all that stuff. Dream SMP is scripted. It's not really scripted, right? So they have the big plot beats, like they know that Schlatt will come back from the dead or something. But then everything they actually do day to day is just them kind of improvising and having fun. It's being goofy. I saw Smollett do a stream of Roblox Survivor with a bunch of other streamers, and the content was great. It's kind of a fun idea. Anyway, listen, the amount of new ideas, good or bad, are going to be astronomical. Twitch is growing rapidly. Ever since the pandemic started, Twitch doubled in size. You know how crazy that is? Twitch was pretty flat to a little bit growth for like a few things have done almost all of Twitch's growth. League of Legends, Fortnite, the pandemic. Without those three things, Twitch would be like a third of the size it is. And so, and Marketing Monday. Marketing Monday is the 4th. StarCraft hate. I'm just talking about listen, it started with StarCraft. So It was a little bit of growth, and then League of Legends made it fucking pop to a level of, when I'm around, and then from there, really relatively meager growth through the Amazon acquisition up until Fortnite. Gave him a massive spike, and then again after that it was back to about flat, and then the pandemic. I'm sort of looping Among Us in with the pandemic, but yeah, that was all part of it. What about OOT speedruns? Are you talking about Clint Stevens? Do you think Twitch woke up one day and was like, holy fuck, look at the numbers. Wait, the site's tripled in size. What's going on? It's all traced to one channel. Who is this? His name's Clint Stevens? Holy shit. If that were true, Twitch would have collapsed during one of Clint's many breaks. Yeah, he's not even live. Wait, he's doubled our viewers and he's not even live. He hasn't been live for 3 months. Just his aura, Just the fact that Clint is on Twitch or could come live on Twitch makes me feel safe. It's the fact that he could come back. Exactly. We always want to be on Twitch just in case Clint ever does decide to go live. Clint's growth impresses me. Just grinding one thing, Ocarina of Time, for 2 years and had that growth. Well, the thing about Clint is that what he's streaming didn't matter too much. You needed something to give the stream structure, but Clint's just a really funny, charismatic guy. And so it's very, it's cozy. It's a cozy stream. Wouldn't call him charismatic. He's not charismatic in the way that, like, I don't know, like a Ludwig or something where they're like on. He's charismatic in the way that, like, when he laughs, you kind of want to laugh too. You know what I'm saying? He's just got a vibe where you don't feel like he takes anything too seriously. It's a good skill to have, and it makes your streams able to be fun no matter what you're playing. It's something I struggle with sometimes because I get really into the games. I want to win and I want to do better. I'm not as interested in relaxing and talking to chat when I'm trying to win. I can do that like when I'm just chatting or reacting. I think I can be pretty good at like having a good time, and I don't take myself seriously. But when I'm playing games, I get a little too into it. But again, everyone has their own. I'm not I think there's a world for many types of content. You're the in-between of Clint and Tyler. That's such a horrific baby. If Clint and Tyler had a baby and that's me, you've really cursed me. Hey, Atrioc, do you actually know what Blur did when he worked at Twitch? I'll tell you one of the main things Blur worked on. I'll leak it. I don't give a shit. I got my Twitch hat on. Crimson Blur, if you guys don't know, is a good friend of mine and a good man. He joined Twitch.tv in, I believe, 2015 or 16. I was one of the people that interviewed him. And I remember I didn't know anything about him. I'm not like an old head in Melee. I joined Melee in 2014, which now is old, but at the time was, I was one of the new kids after the doc. And so I didn't know about Blur at all. And I interviewed him, and he had done his research. He knew about my past. He knew about like articles I wrote about StarCraft. He knew about Team Liquid, and he flattered me. He flattered me. He like said a bunch of things. Oh, I loved your writing. He buttered me up. And of course, because I was a fucking 22-year-old interviewer, I don't know shit about interviewing at the time. The worst mistake you can make as an interviewer, if you guys ever get in this position where you're hiring somebody, is to trust your gut. If you think you're a fucking genius and you could spend an hour with somebody and know them in and out, you're arrogant. You're wrong. There's nobody on earth that has like a good feel. They'll spend an hour with you and they'll. Anyway, I spent an hour with Blur. I'm like, I like this guy. This guy's got it. He's got the moxie. Let's get Blur on the team. And I vouched for him. And I remember, let's not get too into this, but Twitch was only going to hire one Smash person. And they picked D1. Let's not get too into it, but they picked D1. And so we gave Blur such high marks on his interview. They were like, fuck it, let's hire 2. By the way, I want you to realize how crazy that is. League of Legends didn't have a full person. League of Legends was like 90% of Twitch and didn't have a full person on partnerships. And Smash Melee had 2. Smash 4 wasn't even out yet. Smash Melee had 2 full-time people. Insane. Literally insane. Twitch just loves Smash at the time. Anyway, not half a person. I mean, League of Legends had people that were working on multiple games. And these guys were just on Smash. Anyway, so we hire Blur. And day 1, I find out that Blur was scamming me. He starts talking shit day 1 on the setup. He was absolutely fucking... That's where I actually met Blur. I didn't meet Blur till after he got hired. Then I realized that he's a fucking... he's Blur. Which I grew to love that Blur as well. He's a character. He's an absolute character. He's a scam artist. He's got the biggest ego in the entire world. And he's a DJ. But he's a good guy. So Blur starts, and he's working on a variety of things, helping with partnerships, helping with Smashers get set up with streams. If you guys remember, a lot of Smashers didn't stream, and they still don't. But Mango, for example, who's the biggest Smash streamer, biggest Melee streamer, his Twitch username used to be IDestroyPP69. That was his Twitch username. And somebody had to be like, yo, let's change that. Let's make it Mango and get you some subs. I remember, if you guys ever watched the Smash documentary, there's a guy called PC Chris. And we tried to get him to stream. And I helped him out with this because his stream name was Lounge Level 99. And I was like, what is that? And he's like, all right, like imagine you're Lounge Level 1. I'm like at a 99. Like that's how much I'm lounging. And I was like, bro, that is dope. That is fire. Let's go with PC Chris, though. Let's go with PC Chris. Anyway, Lounge Level 99 is open if you want it. We switched him. Either way, he didn't stream, so it didn't matter. But so that's sort of what Smash Partnerships was doing. And that worked well for a while. Also, a lot of tournaments needed help, like getting organized on Twitch and, learning how to use Twitch's features, and Blur helped with that. And then Blur had the idea of creating a Smash circuit, a global Nintendo-sponsored event that would encompass all of these tournaments. And I remember it was probably like July of 2016. He comes by my desk and he's like, we were just shooting the shit near my desk. And he's like, bro. I was like, hey, how's that Smash circuit going? He's like, yeah, it's going great. I think we're going to launch in 2 weeks. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I think we're going to launch in 2 weeks. Nintendo sponsored, ready to go. They're about to sign the deal. And I was like, Blur, you're new here. Let me put my hand on your shoulder. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. There is no shot that this idea that you've just concepted is going to get approved by Nintendo, get funded, and launch in 2 weeks. You'll be lucky if this launches by this time next year. This is a real conversation that we had. And he was like, whatever. He's like, no, you don't get it. That's the Blur difference. Okay? Flash forward 4 years later. Not only has it not launched yet, this shit hasn't even been approved. Nintendo froze that shit in meetings every month for 4 years. Nintendo is such a slow company. To even think that Nintendo would move quickly because Blur wanted it to was crazy. Anyway, the moral of that story, though, is not to knock Blur, because Blur put in his heart and soul in making this happen. Every time he would pitch Nintendo, they would be like, okay, maybe we'll do it, but we need you to change one thing. And then he would go and change something and fix the pitch and come back and like, okay, that's good. Let's talk to Japan and we'll get back to you. And then they'd spend a month to talk to Japan, come back. Oh, they need to change one thing. Nintendo's fucking slow. They're scared of esports. They're scared of change. They're scared of Melee because it's not their newest game, so they don't know how to sell it, don't know how to work with it. And they don't want to do any of it. So, end of the day, it's not really Blur's fault. Nintendo's just hard to work with, and they're slow, and they suck. So that's the story of Crimson Blur at Twitch. And eventually he got fed up and left. Uh, 50 big nuggets. Lounge level 99 forwards the PC Chris. That's awesome. Probably we promised them that so he would switch easy. Did you ever work with Sinister? No, I did not. Making my application for NVIDIA internship. Any tips about resumes? You should ask Cool Mark. He's not in my chat right now, but Cool Mark is a chatter of my stream who got an NVIDIA internship. And I had a meeting with him recently. If you want tips, talk to Cool Mark. I am going to get water real quick. I'll be right back. It's hype, though. Okay. I went out there and I got water and I blew my nose. And as I'm blowing my nose, Ari goes, "Yep, Coke." You've corrupted my literal wife. This is a fucking shame. This is a shame. It's a travesty. She isn't your literal... She's my literal fiance. Atrioc, does the guy call you Brandon, Mr. Ewing, or Atrioc? Which guy? The internship guy? Atrioc. In our one-on-one meeting, he called me Atrioc. I've never been called Mr. Ewing. Mr. Ewing's my dad's name. Call me Atrioc. Oh, I mean, like, maybe a hotel person is like, "Oh, hello, Mr. Ewing. Check you into your room." But never, like, as in, like, a fellow coworker has never called me Mr. Ewing. I don't, like, my boss, I wouldn't even call Jensen, the CEO of the company, I wouldn't call him Mr. I think Mr. is not even a thing at NVIDIA. I'm taking 3 marketing classes in high school freshman year. What path do I take after that? What kind of question is that? Wait, you just said you're taking 3 freshman year classes. What do I do with the rest of my life? I don't know. I'm not your father. What, I don't decide for you. Bro, I don't know. If you're saying what path to take to get into marketing, you can keep taking classes. Listen, you're a little bit young. If you're a freshman year of high school, you shouldn't be taking 3 marketing classes. Freshman year of high school is like intro to algebra. Just chill. Make sure it's what you like. You're so far from picking a job, dude. You're so far from picking a career. You need to chill for a bit. Do not lock in because you watched a Marketing Monday. Take a bunch of different stuff. You're super duper early, so just chill. And I've never heard of a high school that has 3 different marketing classes for freshmen. Atrioc, I'm going to school for audio engineering, and every producer I see online says it's a waste of time. So how much should I put into Dogecoin? All right, brother, you're in a bad spot, it sounds like. Don't let people online talk you out of what you're going to school for if you're actually learning. If you're actually learning, you're in a good spot. If you feel like you're not learning shit, reconsider. But certificates are still helpful and important. So, end of the day, if you actually want to do audio engineering, though, anything creative or around music, you need to be doing it in your free time, like making projects. You need to be working with people, collabing with people, or making cool stuff and putting it online. You can't just like check in and check out at school. It's just not going to work. Because for any industry with a lot of passion like that, the people involved, you're competing against people that are really into it. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're not really into it, then it's not a good field to be in. You can't just you can't zombie it. But don't put all your money in Dogecoin, please. Yo, Atrioc, I'm going to a school I like, actually learning, playing a sport I love, and I have friends. Why am I watching Twitch? I guess to humble brag in the chat. If I had to guess, that's why you're doing it. I don't know. Maybe just for entertainment. Who knows? Who knows? Atrioc, I'm ripped, super smart, and rich. What do I do now? I guess you get off Point Crow's account, whoever stole it. Give it back to my good friend Eric. Atrioc, I have no real friends. I really go outside and I have terrible grades. What do I do now? Pick one of those things and work on it. It'll be overwhelming to work on all 3. I would also say there's something freeing about being sort of at a low point. It's like it's a lot easier to go up. Any progress will feel like a lot. It's just a good way to look at it. Look, I'm not saying you want to be there. I'm just saying it could be worse to where you're sort of in a middling area where you're kind of, it's not bad enough for you to make any real change, but it's bad. I'd rather it be like bad enough to be like, all right, fuck it. I got to start trying. Atrioc, my mom is an anti-vaxxer and I'm 17. What do I do? I guess turn 18 and get the fuck out or get a vaccine. Yeah, that's what I'd tell you to do. Wait a year. Sorry to hear that. Sucks. Sucks there's so many real anti-vaxxers out there. It's like we make so many jokes online and then they're just real people that are like really fucking mauled about vaccines. Have you ever gotten into a fist fight? There's a great video on it. I forgot what the video is called. Does anyone know what video has the spree story? Oh, it's called The Fight. No, is it? I think it's called The Fight, and it's me punching Ludwig on the front thumbnail. That's my only real fight. The only other fight I've had, and I think I've told this story as well, but it wasn't in the video, was where I was in the front seat of a car fighting someone in the back seat of a car, and all they did was stick their foot up and kick me in the face over and over and over, and I was trying to get them, and I couldn't. I was in the front seat trying to punch them, and I just got kicked in the face over and over and over and over and over. It was a major L. A total knockout. I landed only glancing blows, and I was completely fucked up. Was it your brother? No, it was a friend. Actually, a friend I still like and talk to. It was just a long-range attack. How do you know a situation like that? I was hanging out with him for a few days. My parents were out of town, and so I was staying with this friend. And we got each other's nerves, I guess. And then his dad was driving us somewhere. I think to, I don't know, get food or something, or he had to pick up something from Lowe's. So the dad parks the car, goes inside, and it's just me in the front seat and his son in the back seat, who's my friend. And then we just get in a fucking argument, and I try to hit him, and he kicks me in the face with his long-range feet a lot of times. And then his dad comes back out, and he's like, what the fuck happened? Brandon's face is bleeding. And he got super scared and mad because that was like the day he was going to return me to my mom. Do you know what I'm saying? So he had to show up. He had to show up like and give me back to my mom. And I'm like, my face is fucking swollen. I'm bleeding all. Yeah. And my dad was his boss. Because my dad was the commander of the base. And his dad was a military, a sergeant. So it really was but of course my dad is a strict military guy. And he was like, you got outranged, son. You see the tactics on the field are always keep appropriate. My dad didn't, he's not going to get mad. But yeah, so that's the two times I ever fought. Was that fist fight, which I got the huge dub, and then that foot to fist fight where I got completely smoked. And I think both taught me something. So that's all you really need. Get your ass beat once, get one good ass beating in, you learn all you got. I learned enough. Yo, Atrioc, I'm only answering this question because it's a sub. I just finished my first year of college in a course I picked for the sole purpose of making Skrilla. I know I'm probably going to hate my job if I get one in my field out of college. Do you think this is a path of pain? Get it? Or is it just normal and I'm overthinking it? It is normal to have those thoughts. I think entering the working world in general is kind of spooky because it's like, oh no, wait a minute. Is life just trading my labor and time for money until I die? And that is a scary thought. Okay? So I wouldn't be too worried about that. I would say if you feel like you're getting good at it, the most important thing is that you could get good at it. And this is advice I give a lot. There is just no one out there that has the same passion, like raw fucking passion for accounting as someone who does for surfing, okay? Passion is a stupid way to describe what you're going to do with your life. You want competency where you feel like you are able to, like you feel good about how like, if you know you're good at something, it gives you a center of gravity. You feel valuable. You feel like you can, your words hold weight in a conversation with your peers. You don't feel so uncertain. You're not adrift. That's what you want. You want something where you feel like you can get good at it. And that makes you feel a lot better. So that's what my advice is. If you feel like you can get good at it, stick with it. If not, if you feel like you just hate, if like the mere act of doing it makes you miserable, then yeah, switch. But usually it's more of you just want to put in the time, get good at it, and then all things that come with getting good at something will make you like it. Will you be doing Marketing Monday? I think I've sort of jumped into the AMA part of Marketing Monday. I don't know if I have. It's 9:39. Oh, I do have to do. I actually have to do a Dr. Squatch ad. No cap. So I need to do a Marketing Monday. Okay. Emergency Marketing Monday. Emergency Marketing Monday. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Code red, code red. Code red, code red, code red.
I should have been a skater, maybe a heartbreaker, some kind of creator, simple money maker. I'm just a simple money maker. Time passing me by, I'm cold but it's July, and I know that my disguise will melt off in a sunrise, and I know that it's designed for the sun to make me shine, but it feel like this time that my heart's been mummified. And I won't make it to the night. They tell me I'm too young to be thinking like this. Got my life ahead of me, but feel like it's in abyss. Like my life left for a mistress. Call me back, I must have missed it. I should have been a skater, maybe a heartbreaker, some kind of creator, simple money maker. I'm just a simple money maker.
Welcome to Marketing Monday, the greatest and only marketing show on Twitch and YouTube. Probably not true. I need a better tagline. Last week we did a kind of really in-depth, scholastic Marketing Monday. This one's a little more fun. Doing something that everybody loves doing in marketing, and that's dunking on stupid brands. Dunking on stupid brands! I found a Twitter account called Brands Getting Owned, and we're going to go through it and laugh. Laugh at stupid brands. That's today's Marketing Monday plan. Right off the bat, here's a funny one. BP tweeted, the first step to reducing your emissions is to know where you stand. Find out your hashtag carbon footprint with our new calculator and share your pledge today. And then Andrew here said, I pledge not to spill 4.9 million barrels of oil into the Gulf of Mexico, which is a fire dunk and a fire comeback. And just to talk about it a little more, BP has, if anything, wasted just as much money on PR consultants after the spill as they lost in the spill. They've tried so many fucking things to rebrand their image. There is no getting around it. You had a massive oil spill that everybody remembers. Stop paying all these fucking companies to do stupid gimmicky shit that's not going to change your image. It's ridiculous. Or go full like ExxonMobil and just ignore it. Just be evil. No one thinks oil companies are cool in general. They've done so many commercials and stupid shit. None of it has any impact. It just reminds people of how BP is bad. Yeah, I don't know. I think just at this point, just own it. No one's expecting an oil company in this day and age to be a good guy. No matter how fucking rainbow your fucking logo is or how green. Their actual logo is like this green star that implies like clean energy. It's just oil, bro. They spilt a bunch of it. Yeah, it's not effective. It's a slowly dying industry that makes a bunch of money. Let's go to the next one. This one. My Lyft driver started crying and I had to use grounding techniques. Why does God put me in these situations? Hi, we apologize for this. Can we look into this for you? Can you DM me the full name, email, and phone number on your account to ask Lyft? You don't need to look into a damn thing. He's a working immigrant man in a pandemic crying about the loss of a loved one. Pay your workers better. Maybe they can afford the therapy they need or at least afford to take time and grieve. Do better. You kind of baited him into this one, but yes, all true. Based in true, but you did kind of you acted like it was something you didn't want to be a part of right here. And then they're like, oh, can we help you? And then you leaned in and they fucking socked him in the face. True. Good dunk. They should pay their workers better. I mean, the long and short of it is that Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, all these companies, they don't make a profit as is. They're just bad business models. And so they're literally squeezing their workers to the bone and finding a lot of creative ways to pay them less. And if you count into it the depreciation on your car, they're often getting paid sub-minimum wage. So it'll look like they're making decent money, but then you realize that they have to pay for their own gas and their car depreciates in value quickly because of all the miles. And so it's pretty scummy. So good on him. Better than him snitching and getting that guy fired, which would have been really fucking sad. Let's see. This one says, I'm loving it. This is a food bank now. Workers seized a McDonald's in France. Okay. That's not exactly a food bank. It's a stolen McDonald's. Comrades in the chat for sure. I'm not 100% that this is an effective long-term solution to food insecurity. We can't just have every person who's food insecure seize a McDonald's. We need a better solution than that. It's a good start. But you know, the really sad part is that none of these workers got any ice cream. Sag. U.S. Customs and Border Protection is a brand. Today is National Hydration Day. Proper hydration is not only vital to living a healthy life, but critical for our officers and agents. Okay. It's funny to have the Border Patrol tweeting about Hydration Day. This U.S. Border Control condemned migrants to death by kicking over water bottles in the desert. That's pretty damning on Hydration Day. That doesn't feel like a good Hydration Day activity. That feels like that feels like murder. Probably don't want to be doing that. It's such a weird thing to even tweet. Why the fuck does it feels dystopian for government agencies like this to even have Twitter accounts? You know what I'm saying? Like, why does there need to be a fucking ICE social media manager tweeting about hydration? It just feels it all feels so weird. It feels weird. Why does it exist? What are they marketing? Twitter accounts for a brand exist to market. Acting like you guys weren't part of the problem. Us Weekly tweeted Free Britney. And then someone found the receipts caught in 4K of Us Weekly calling Britney a time bomb. Britney out of control. Why Pop's former good girl is suddenly so bad. Sick. Mental illness signs worsen. Yeah. The more I've heard about this, and I'm not the expert by any means, but I watched a video on it and I saw Kitty's stream on it. It's mostly her fucking psychotic dad who has been siphoning all of their money. Like he pays himself like a $16K a month salary on top of bonuses out of her profits, controls her friend circle so she can't hang out with anybody, stops her from having children or relationships because they might ruin the performance, and then just forces her to work in Vegas so he can make money. It's insane. He literally controls her whole life, and he has a legal conservatorship so he can do it. She's kind of trapped. It's really, I hope she gets out of it. It seems psychotic. Brands getting owned. Okay. How likely are you to recommend Windows 10 to a friend or colleague? I want to note that underlining things is kind of useless when you've underlined basically the entire sentence. I can just read it. Likely recommend to a friend or colleague. It just doesn't help. The red lines are useless. Not at all likely. Please explain why you gave this score. I need you to understand that people don't have conversations where they randomly recommend operating systems to one another. You haven't been to fucking Silicon Valley then. Because I guarantee half the engineers at Twitch are talking about fucking Linux versus fucking Mac versus fucking all the fucking time. It's nerdy as shit, but they do it. So I don't know. I mean, average people don't, for sure. That's correct. Staff at the Dollar Tree in the Garfield neighborhood of Pittsburgh dip today. Staff quit. Y'all be easy. Y'all be easy is a great fucking final line. On my last stream, the last thing I'll say is y'all be easy. And I'm going to just dip. I'm just going to miss a jump or something. I'm going to be playing some fucking game. I'm going to get super mauled. I'm going to mess it up one time, and I'm going to be like, fuck it. Y'all be easy. And I'm going to close the stream off, and I'm never going to go live again. That's how I want to end. People are quitting all the time now because, well, it's sort of changing, but in the past few months, the main story was from rich billionaire owners. Nobody wants to work. No, everyone's too lazy because the government hands out. And it's because they're actually getting proper unemployment benefits and they're actually getting a stimulus. They don't have to work a fucking job they absolutely hate at slave wages. So they're not going to work. And so the owners, instead of raising the wages, which they could do, are just complaining. They're just hoping to make more people in a cycle of poverty so they have to take these jobs. It's truly predatory. These businesses rely on there being like almost an underclass of people who have no choice but to take jobs at sub-minimum wage. And yes, some southern states, the governors are literally allying with the business owners and just starving people out. They're just cutting off unemployment benefits, cutting off stimulus checks, literally blocking stimulus checks. So people are too poor to say no to jobs that have low wages. It's crazy. It's literally so predatory. That being said, I don't want to be super negative about it because on the whole, it has been a positive thing. Like wages have gone up. This has forced the hand. Like some companies just can't wait. And so wages have gone up. It actually has helped. People have had choices. And what's great about wages going up is that once a few big companies make wages go up, like especially if they have big scale, everyone kind of has to follow suit. So even if the minimum wage isn't raised because the fucking government's taking the fucking sweet time, the de facto minimum wage does go up. And it's very hard to bring wages back down. Once you've been paid X amount of dollars to work at McDonald's or whatever, you're not going to work at Burger King for less. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Once there's a wage floor that you've hit for a certain job, you can't really go down with it. So some people are kicking and screaming and some governors are absolutely rancid people, but there is progress. It's more of a good story this is happening than a bad one. It's just annoying that people are making it less good than it could be. Oh my God, dude. The ICE government Pride Month post? Fucking ICE is tweeting about... That's crazy. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. Thank God. I was worried for all our allies in the LGBTQ community. But now that ICE is on their side, nothing will stop them. Yeah, anyway, this is the response. A trans woman died in ICE custody, then ICE deleted video footage of her. Yeah, I mean, this is an extreme, dark example, but I could talk a little bit about pride as a post concept. From brands and from government agencies like ICE, it just feels so inauthentic. And that's why people dunk on it so much. I don't usually talk about this because, first of all, I'm pro the cause. And second of all, there is a benefit, even if it's cringy, of a lot of big corporations doing it to where it's like, okay, even if you're an opponent, it's like, oh, it's just so normal that it brings it to the mainstream. So there is a benefit. But on an individual level, the posts themselves are so cringy because they're so transparent. Your self-interest is so transparent. And no one believes that ICE is a strong pride ally. I think there's a good example, actually. Yeah, like Verizon, AT&T, CVS Health. I think there's a good one here. Xfinity. This is an Xfinity post. Pride isn't just a celebration in the month of June. It's a moment, a promise, a journey, and an awakening. What fucking Xfinity social media manager is writing this prose? Did you quit your job as a poet to become the Xfinity cable social media manager? Pride is the love we share. And with Xfinity, it's pride all year. What? It's so cringy because you are literally a cable company. We didn't want your opinion either way. It's not like every other brand is saying how anti-gay they are and Xfinity's like taking a stance. You're not doing anything. You're contributing nothing. It really is. So it's mind-boggling that anyone thought this would impact anything. And they get 238 likes, so it's not like it's fucking moving the needle. It just makes no sense. It's completely asinine. So yeah, I just have to call that out. And then of course, they also donated $1 million to anti-gay politicians. So the actions speak louder than words than this tweet. Even though this tweet brings me to tears almost. It's a moment, a promise, a journey, and an awakening. Like it's so powerful. It's so well written, but the $1 million probably a little bit more effective. Yeah, they just don't back it up with any action. There's no action to it. And so at the end of the day, the era of completely empty words, by the way, for like 30 years, from like the 50s to the 80s, empty words in marketing were kind of OP. People's ability to verify and connect with other humans through the internet has changed a lot of what worked. Marketing's ability to just say whatever, it has been hurt. Modern day, that's why most marketing is investing more in how the product looks and feels, the shop experience, the overall the branding of the thing, helping massage customer reviews. All that stuff is way more effective now. The old days of putting out ads and billboards and signs and slogans and just saying things is dead because people can trust other humans now. They can talk to other humans and they can go to reviews and they can do their own research and it's really easy. And so, yeah, commercials are dying. Like a lot of the old school way of marketing is dying for sure. And so people that are on that mindset are definitely a dying breed. I think you got to update. And this is all kind of like boomer style marketing of like, okay, they like pride. Well, let's just say something nice. Okay, but what about when Hafu tells me that the chicken sandwich is juicy and tender? Well, that's amazing marketing. Did she do a little song too? Does dog cut in at a random moment and say a weird off-putting sentence? That sounds like no two human beings have ever spoken. Because if so, then you've got yourself a great commercial. You've got a really great commercial. Are billboards actually worth it? It's so weird. I'm not kidding. I'm going to drag this over from my second monitor. This is an article on billboard history. That's what I read for fun. I was halfway through this when I started stream. That's crazy. Yeah, I was reading about the history of billboards and marketing. And because I had the same question. I was like, are billboards still worth it? Like, are billboards undervalued? Could you make... And so I was reading about it. That's so funny you asked. Yeah. And I found this. I'll just share it with you right now. I was actually going to Monday on it, but it's probably not big enough for a Marketing Monday. So I'm just going to show you my favorite billboard ad of all time. This billboard ad is so fucking flames. It's cutting edge. Look at this. That's in Piccadilly Square. That's hype. And it's timed to every flight. Every time a flight takes off, there'll be a different kid and they look up at the sky and they're excited. And it's like it's good for their brand. The magic of flight. It's really creative. It's really clever. And it's a really cool way to use billboards that I hadn't seen before. So I liked it a lot. Got me thinking, That one and the Eat More Chicken Chick-fil-A ads are the only two ones that stood out to me. I looked at a bunch of billboards and that's about it. I mean, literally that's about it. Most billboards are pretty forgettable, but the Eat More Chicken Chick-fil-A one has been long running and it's pretty good. And then the British Airways one was just good branding. My favorite billboard is the Hell is Real one in Ohio. Sounds like a good one. That sounds like a good one. What's funny is, maybe not Ohio, but in some parts of the country, you could say hell is real and then just have arrows to all around the billboard. Like, you're in it. That would be a good billboard. Okay, let's see. Amazon. As the #1 company investing in America for the second year in a row, we created 400,000 jobs last year across the country. CNBC reported that Amazon paid $0 in federal income taxes and actually received a $129 million tax rebate from the government. Yeah, well, that's smart investing. They put up $0 and made $129 million. So actually, they invested in America way better than me. I invested in America by putting in half my earnings as far as taxes, and I got back nothing. So they've outinvested me by a lot. They bought Bitcoin America, and I bought Dogecoin America. I do want to talk about this real quick. It is staggering. Let me go full screen and just tell you how staggering it is. How many jobs Amazon created in the past 2 years? And not saying they're all good. I'm not saying, I'm not, even created is a weird. Created is like, I think job creators is a dumb phrase. They only make jobs when they think they can make more money off the employee. It just means the company grew. All I'm saying, yeah, it's not like they're like, it's not out of the goodness of their hearts that they're creating a job out of thin air, okay? But they literally hired more people than most countries would like draft during a wartime. I literally think the amount of jobs they added in 2020 and 21 is like what we added to the military in World War II. I heard a stat like that. It's like a wartime invasion. It's unprecedented. No company has ever added this many jobs this quickly. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. No, like you hear 400,000 jobs, and you know, it's like, it's first of all, it's more than that. It's like 2 million jobs over the past year and a half, and it's like a stunning number. And you look at it compared to everything else, and it's like, wait, what the fuck? They added like the size of like 50 other companies that are on the fucking top 500 in a year in terms of, it's just crazy. It's if Jeff Bezos goes to war, he has more standing soldiers than like every country but China, India, and America. And that's in his factories. I mean, it's really shocking. Okay, here's a tweet. A tweet from Vox. Everybody wants to blame BlackRock, which I think is what is BlackRock? It's like an investment firm, right? BlackRock. Yeah, they're an investment firm. A big multinational hedge fund kind of thing. Everybody wants to blame BlackRock. Nobody wants to blame low supply, low mortgage rates, and the enormous demand for starter homes. Did BlackRock write this? Yes. The CEO of Vox Investor General Atlantic is on the board of BlackRock. Cotton 4K, motherfucker. That's so funny. That's so funny. What a conflict of interest. This is terrible, shitty journalism. Oh my God. This is stupid. The writer wasn't paid off to write this. The writer was literally paid. Literally paid. Their salary comes from people who have a vested interest in BlackRock having a better PR. If you can't tell me that's not a conflict of interest, I don't know. That's obvious. I mean, listen, they don't go down to your desk. Maybe they do sometimes, but generally they don't go down and say, hey, you have to write it this way. It's just, it's encouraged. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of ways to encourage it. How the web became unreadable. Cookies on this. The growing inaccessibility of science. Subscribe to this journal for $199 a year. Yeah, these are funny. That's funny. Funny and true. Funny, true, and sad. That being said, I mean, I don't know. Like, they have to... It's weird because subscriber-based journalism is like the only thing that makes money anymore. Ad-based journalism is dying. People don't really want to read too much en masse. So you kind of have to, and so it's the only way to get good quality news is to pay for it, but then people don't want to pay, so it becomes hidden. It's just tough. It's a weird problem. And this is just funny. Funny how price increases are blamed on modest wage increases instead of executive compensation. Chipotle prices go up to help cover the cost of higher wages for employees. The restaurant industry has been boosting wages to attract workers as it faces a labor crunch. Okay. Well, prices on everything is going up because not even wages. The price of ingredients is going up. Inflation is causing everything to be more expensive, and then there's shortages of a lot of things. So you'll notice prices going up on almost everything. This is just a small part of that. Chipotle's bosses get extra $64.4 million. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is a great point. I would say, like, again, this number is still small in comparison to what this costs. So it's not like you can just take the money from him and give it to them. But it is weird to, like... It is just, it's like predatory messaging to say, like, oh, we're raising prices because we want to give workers a better... You're raising prices because you have to. The prices will be exactly what you have to do. You're raising wages because you have to. Otherwise, you can't get employees. And you're giving your bosses tons of fucking extra money on top of that. So it doesn't track. What is this? Keystone XL oil project abandoned by developer. Wait, is this the one where they like fucking went on native people's land and this is the one that caused the whole fucking ruckus? That's crazy. That's crazy. They did all of that and then abandoned the project. So like literally only money, time, lives, police, everything was wasted. Everything was bad. Nobody benefited. There's not even cheaper oil. Like literally there's complete disaster. Canada's under heat right now, which is good. This is an expansion that was about it? Okay, got it. It destroyed a bunch of Alberta's economy. That's great. What is this? We booked a 3-month stay back in March and put $3,000 down, and y'all cancel it on the day we're supposed to arrive, and then expect us to have a note of $3,000 to dish out right now for a place to stay on less than 6 hours notice. It's going to take 24 hours to issue a refund. Okay, where am I staying tonight? Well, now they have no excuse for not responding. My host who started punching holes in the drywall won't stop screaming at us. Hi, Mike. We're like, they baited him. They baited him, and then they hit him with the real. And then they probably got ghosted, to be honest. They probably got ghosted. Nice try, though. That's a nice try. What is this? Uber driver said, "Hey, sweetie," but I heard, "Hey, sweetie," and thought to myself, okay, I must look very petite today. And then Uber said, "That's my best friend," which is just weird. I hate brand personas. I don't want to hear how, I don't want Uber to send me hearts, bro. And then she said, "Give your drivers health insurance." Which, by the way, oh, Saweetie has a song called "Best Friend." I don't know the reference. So she thinks she looks like this singer? What am I, crazy? Saweetie. Oh. So she thought she looked like that, which is a compliment. And then she felt good, and then Uber said, "That's my best." This is still weird. Even as a song lyric, it's weird. But what I'm saying is, here's I'm sorry, wait. I need to stop for 1 second. Are you defending this? Wait, I want everyone who's fucking all up in arms about this. Are you defending this? You think this is good? You think that's a good tweet? Then what the fuck is going on? What I'm saying is the easiest way to get free likes is tweet something that Uber responds to, anything, and then respond by saying, "Pay your workers." It's golden. It's guaranteed likes. Just tweet anything that Uber and Lyft responds to, and then quote. Yeah, there's some poggos in chat for sure. Fucking. Okay, next one. Wait, what is this? No, that one's not good. Okay, this one is a murder. This one is sad. Please, please, I'd like to see some 7s for the poor folk at BMW who had the confidence to post this. Okay, well, I'm just going to read it to you. Before I show you, I'm going to read it to you. Okay? BMW, like the BMW brand, with a pride flag as their logo, posted a tweet that asked the following: what do you think is the best way to get around town and still do our part to protect the environments? Hashtag World Environment Day. And it's a poll with 4 options. They gave the people 4 options. The first option is car sharing. The second option is e-scooters. The third option is public transport. And the fourth option is my super sustainable BMW. That's the fourth option. And I guess they just assumed that everyone would pick my super sustainable BMW. Oh no. Oh no. Why would you make it a poll? Why would you make it a poll, bro? Have you met the internet? Do you think that everyone's going to pick my super sustainable BMW? 108,000 votes. That's so funny. That you're just setting yourself up to get dunked. That's like when I ask a rhetorical question to chat. I'm like, do you think I'm really going to go fucking jump off a cliff and quit my job? And then they always go, yep. They go, yep. That's funny, yep. Because they always answer whatever the obvious non-answer is. That's crazy to think they were going to pick this one. That's super funny. What is this? Fix your headline. What happens when mental health issues get in the way of work? What happens when work issues get in the way of mental health? Yeah, you probably should switch the order on that. You shouldn't feel like my only purpose is to work. And anything that stops that is getting in the way. I need to get over this hump of my mental health so I can get back to working. Brands getting owned. What is this? What does your zodiac sign say about you? And this is Go Army. Wondering what your zodiac sign says about the kind of soldier you could be in the army? You'll just have to click through our Instagram story to find the answer because our lips are sealed over here. God damn, dude. That's just good marketing. Bro. That's so funny. Can you imagine doing this like in World War II? Like you're trying to recruit people for a fucking, we got to go fight Hitler. What does your zodiac sign say about whether you'd want to, which beach will you land on? If you're a Cancer, you're more of a Normandy. But if you're an Aries, you're more of a Utah. That's so funny. Oh, Jesus, stop. No. What gosh darn heck is going on? Not again. Please, no. Please, God, no. This is sad. Oh, you're a Capricorn, so you'd be a great human intelligence collector. Oh, my God. I can't believe this is real. That's so shocking. What am I, though? I kind of want to know. I'm an Aries. Any Capricorns out there? That'd be great human intelligence collectors. This is a guy with a Jerome Powell icon named Jerome Powell who hit lift with a Sugandese. I don't know if this qualifies as brands getting owned. In fact, this doesn't because they didn't even say what is Sugandese. They said, thanks for following up. And then he tried again. And then they said, in order to assist, we'll need the account information. And then he got desperate and said, suck on these nuts. He did not get them. This is not brands getting owned. This is kind of sad. He's talking to a bot, and then he posted it for clout. Sadly, due to government handouts, no one wants to work anymore. Therefore, we are short-staffed. Pay more! Please be patient with the staff that did choose to come to work today, and remember to tip your server. Remember to fill the gap in the wages that we won't. That's so funny. That's ridiculous. There's another great example. There's room for everyone under the rainbow. Happy Pride Month. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker removes 1 second kiss between two women for Singapore audiences. Disney cancels production of its first LGBTQ-led animated film. Disney pulls Love Simon spinoff over family-friendly concerns for, yeah, actions speak louder than words, and they, this is all just, it's just empty marketing. It's not even good marketing, you know? It doesn't even feel like it works. No one feels convinced. That's what makes me mad more than anything. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, don't you see everyone doesn't like it? IKEA bestie, you forgot to edit the reflection. It's a fake pride flag. It's photoshopped. Oh, that's so funny. I just saw it. It's literally photoshopped. They didn't even raise a real flag. That's really funny. That's really That's the perfect encapsulation. They wouldn't even have the action of raising a real flag in front of a store because it might drive away a customer, but they'll put it on Twitter or Instagram. That's super funny. Is there some reason you're so cynical about corporations embracing pride? Yeah, and it's BMW with this is not real, like a real critique. There's nobody even at BMW who is alive. It doesn't really track for me. That's like saying I won't drink Fanta because it was made for Nazi Germany. It's just it's an orange soda. What you drink now, it's not. There's plenty of reasons to be cynical about corporations embracing pride. I don't think the fact that BMW was a German company during Nazi era is the reason. BMW under Angela Merkel is not like a secret Nazi organization. I like that Raytheon has so many social media accounts. That's funny to imagine that they have like 8 different social media managers. What is going on Raytheon Missiles and Defense? I gotta know. Raytheon Missiles and Defense, 19K followers. They just tweet about missile shit for 40 likes. That's crazy. Brands just get into social media with no idea of what their goal or strategy or plan or purpose is. And they just tweet random shit, and they're paying someone to do this. This is contributing nothing. This does nothing. This has no value. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. This can't be real, right? Do you like playing Pokemon? Would you like to play Pokemon Go around the world? The United States Navy has the ability to take you around the world, allow you to play Pokemon Go, help you achieve the goal of being a Pokemon master. Come talk to your local Navy recruiter today and see what the Navy can offer you. This is predatory, obviously. But at some point, you have to say, if you fall for this, fool me once, shame on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, if you are like, because they can't sign you up if you're under 18, so you have to be 18. If you are over 18 and you see this and you're like, holy fuck, this sounds great. I do want to be a Pokemon master. I don't know what to tell you, brother. I can't help you. I can't help you. It's that. I thought it was fake too, but it's got the fucking. It just feels like it's weird to add the recruiter cards. Like these usually are real. These look like recruiting posters. I don't think it's like a full on. The entire Navy did this as a campaign. I think 2 local recruiters might have tried it to get their people who are interested in Pokemon Go. All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more. Well, this could be funny. A poll is always good. What are you willing to change to help reduce emissions? From Shell. What are you willing to change, customer? You are the apostles of death. Fuck you. Bro, suck my whole ass. Bro, what the fuck? This is all on you. Shell, what are you willing to change? Look in the fucking mirror. Are you willing to stop oil and gas exploration and exploration of sources already found? Because if not, we're kind of fucked regardless of whether or not I buy an electric car. Yeah. Yeah, the offloading of responsibility onto the public is a good old-fashioned tactic. Strong marketing tactic. It's funny that, like, to be honest, I feel like over a third of all emissions are from cow farts. We could literally all switch to electric vehicles and it wouldn't matter as much as, like, a little bit less cow farting. I had a burger today, though, so what am I going to say about it? Tasty. Tasty as fuck. If they ever crack the code on a truly tasty meatless burger, that's going to do a lot for the environment. That's a big deal. The cow you ate isn't farting anymore. True. I sort of did my part. Maybe if we eat so much more beef, there'll be less cows. You're right. When you put it like that, I'm sort of a hero.
Little do you know how I'm breaking while you fall asleep.
I think I'll order more burgers tonight.
Little do you know I'm still haunted by the memories. Little do you know I'm trying to pick myself up piece by piece. Little do you know I need a little more time.
Damn, I can hit those notes, huh? Angel thumps, please, if you respect the singer. That's it, I believe. Maybe one more for the real fucking fans. For the real deal Holyfields. Wait, this is funny. Ross loss prevention goes so hard. I gotta see this video. Because I'm pretty sure they're encouraged not to do anything. Because the lawsuit would be worse than the theft.
My name is Patrick Tubbs. I'm a Ross store protection specialist, and I will die for this merchandise. Ticket swappers, shoplifters, burglars of retail, don't with me. I will guard this merchandise with my life. If you try to walk out those doors and the security gates start beeping, I will body slam you. I will go to war over a pair of socks. Over the years, coworkers have asked me, don't you think you're going a little too hard? And I just look at them and respond, is that Ross silverware in your purse? I am not kidding when I say, don't shoplift during my shift. Don't try and steal belts. I've got eyes all over the belt section. When you're in my store, automatically you are on the thinnest of ice. I've got keys. I've got keys on my belt. I've got keys on my elbow. But you won't hear me coming. I will sneak up on you and catch you shoplifting. Every time. I guarantee it. I've done it thousands of times. Very often, I am sprinting through this store. I will spill my blood for this company.
Drakes. Hey, can we get Drakes? If capitalism is going to survive, we need more heroes like that. Okay? The Ross profit margin is not going to stay high on its own. We got to stop those loss prevention. We have to prevent the losses. He knows it better than me. Chat. That is the end of today's Marketing Monday. Thank you for watching. It was fun to dunk on some brands. And it feels like an infinite source of wealth, so I can probably do that again. I'm going to do my Dr. Schwartz. My Dr. Schwartz ad is a recorded ad. I'm going to do it off stream, but I have to record it so we can add it to the video. I hope you enjoyed this stream today. I had a fun time talking with you all. I'll be back tomorrow. And most importantly, I'll be back Wednesday. We have a big Lud Stands Atrioc stream planned for Wednesday. Should be fun. We're playing an entirely new game, and it's not Bros vs. Pros. I'm not even going to spoil it. Me, Stans, and Lud are going to play a new fun game that you haven't heard of. It's just classic. It's like when we played Valheim or when we played Tricky Towers, or it's just the boys gaming. And it's going to be fun. So we're going to do that on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I don't know. I think Resident Evil tomorrow, though, probably. We'll figure it out. Chat, I want to give you guys some... It's the wrong song. Some sevens. Much love. Thanks for watching me today. Thanks for tuning in for Marketing Mondays. It's always fun. And I'll see you tomorrow for more stuff. Let's raid somebody. Who's live? Toph. Oh, Mango. No, wait. Cancel. I'm going to raid Toph. Wait. Toph's doing a charity stream. Give Toph some love. He's doing a charity stream. I just had dinner with Toph, Korean barbecue with him and Scar and Ben SW. It was a great dinner. I love Toph. Oh, wait. Can you guys please spam? Come to Atrioc's pool party. Please. Wait, let's make it right now. Get a good email. Please spam come to Atrioc's pool party and with like a pool emote and an Atrioc 7. I didn't even put the fucking right emote. Please spam that. I want him to go on Saturday. Please. I want to hang out with Toph. All right. Good luck. Godspeed.